Welcome, everybody. In this class, it's just going to be kind of quick and to the point, getting into all the different ranges of motion in the hip. And when we open the hip, we also want to make sure that there's some strength in there, right? So we make sure that we have that integrity, strength built in the entire circumference of our hip joint. So we're going to be kind of targeting opening the hip and strengthening the hip all at the same time, okay? With that said, be helpful if you have two blocks, not life-threatening if you don't. We'll get started on our backs. Just going to get right into it today. So just take a few moments just on your back, whatever that looks like for you. That can be feet down, knees up. It can be Shavasana or Supta Baddha Konasana. And just start to breathe and notice your breath. And as you breathe, notice how your hips are feeling today. Are they feeling tight, sore? Do they feel heavy? Do they feel like they got some energy in there and they're ready to kind of roll today? Just notice. Just take two more breaths here. Then go ahead and blink your eyes open. Extend your left leg long to the mat. Reach your right leg up toward the ceiling. And as you reach your right leg up toward the ceiling, point the foot, spread the toes. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, bend your right knee, come into half lotus without using your hands. So have your hands be along your sides or interlace the fingers behind your head. But you're going to bring the top of your right foot to the top of your thigh as close to your hip joint as possible. And then roll the right knee down towards the floor. Right? And then extend the right leg up toward the ceiling, point the foot, spread the toes. Exhale, bend the knee, top of the foot to the top of the thigh, right knee down, or wherever the foot lands, right? We're just going to our full range of motion, active range of motion. Right leg up toward the ceiling. Bend the knee, turn the knee outwards and bring the top of the foot to the top of the thigh and roll the right knee down. Just right leg up toward the ceiling, spread the toes. Bend the knee, find that half lotus. And then just continuing back and forth at your own pace, but we're not going for speed. Go for smooth or controlled, right? Whatever you want to visualize, smooth or controlled. We're trying to get controlled, smooth movements of coming from a leg straight to having the legs get themselves into half lotus. So right leg up, cross the top of the foot, bend the knee. Just a few more times here. Slow and controlled. Right. Getting the hip to learn how to move itself rather than always having to use hands. Next time the right leg's up toward the ceiling, right leg down, left leg up toward the ceiling. Point the foot, spread the toes. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, keeping the foot pointed, bring the top of your foot as close to the top of your right thigh as possible, and then press your left knee down, keeping both hips down. Inhale, left leg up toward the ceiling, spread the toes. Exhale, slow and controlled, come into half lotus. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee. Roll the knee down towards the floor, right? Not using the hands. It's all active, leg moving itself into position, right? So we're training the muscles to work themselves. We're getting the muscles to go a little bit further or create more active range of motion, more muscle memory in there rather than just grabbing my foot and just pulling the foot in, right? There's benefits to it, but for today, just go ahead and slow and controlled, come into your half lotus and then extend the leg back. And then next time your left leg's up toward the ceiling, right leg up toward the ceiling, point both feet. And then cross your right ankle or right foot top of the left thigh and then come into a full lotus if you have it. Otherwise you're here, but come into full lotus without using the hands, which means most of you will not get into lotus. And then it'll look more like a reclined pigeon. Left leg up, right leg up, switch sides. So it's just going to kind of look like this, where you're bringing this right heel in towards the left glute, and then right leg back up toward the ceiling, left leg up. If you have no idea what lotus is, that's totally fine. Just try to get this left heel to come in between your leg and rest on the top of the right thigh without using your hands. Left leg up, right leg up. And then cross, left ankle over, right heel draws in, right leg up, left leg up, switch sides. Right foot in front, left heel draws in towards the right glute. Left leg up, right leg up, switch. Left foot in front, right foot tries to come in between and rest on top of the thigh. Right leg up, left leg up. One more time each side. Cross here. And then the left leg up, right leg up, left leg in front, right knee bends, and then right leg up, left leg up. Grab onto the backs of the thighs, the hamstrings, and just rock and roll the entire length of your spine a few times. Come into all fours. Find a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then from here, extend your right leg back. Point the foot, spread the toes. Roll this right outer hip down. Lift the right leg up toward the ceiling, breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, curl and touch. Inhale, extend, lengthen, and lift. Lift from the hamstring and the glute. Exhale, curl in. We're strengthening the back of the hip. Inhale, extend, while at the same time opening the front. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, pause, tuck the left toes if they're not already tucked. Three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Reach long, breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and as you roll it open, allow the right shoulder to lift a little bit, but equal weight into both hands. That way we kind of create a little bit more back bend shape. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, left knee down. Hands to the right leg, press the hips back over the left. Left foot presses down and pulls forward. Right foot presses down and pulls back. So we're strengthening the front of the right hip in the hamstring, or that's the back. Back of the right hip, hamstring of the right leg. Front of the left hip by pulling the left foot forward. We're stretching and strengthening the front of the hip and the quads. Hip points lift up a little bit more for more stretch across the hip flexors. Reach arms forward, reach arms up. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, eagle, left arm underneath the right. As you lift the elbows in line with the shoulders, the hands away from the face, squeeze the forearms just a little bit so the shoulders stay active. And then keeping the lower part of your back in its position, so the lumbar spine in position. Just start to round your upper back, bringing your elbows to the pointy part on your sternum, so your xiphoid process. Just continuing to kind of draw the elbows in, shoulder blades away from each other, lift the upper back toward the ceiling. So you're kind of coming into a little bit of a cat pose here in your upper back, but lower back stays the same. So the anterior abdominals, the front of your abs are working. And then slowly bring the elbows back in line with the shoulders, hands away from the face. Keeping the lumbar spine in its position without changing that part of the body. Just start to lift the elbows up. Take the shoulder blades into the back of your ribs to press your heart up toward the ceiling. Do a slight back bend. Take a breath in. And then exhale, hands to blocks or to the floor. We'll take a version of Ardha Hanuman. So take the hands just to the inside of your right leg, right underneath the shoulder, and reach your right leg out at about an angle, about a 45-degree angle out to the right. Press into your right heel and pull it towards your left knee. You're going to feel a little bit more into the inner part of your hamstring. So back of the leg, inner part, kind of rolling where it goes from the back to the inside. It's also getting into the inner hip. If you want a little bit more, walk the hands just a little bit more forward. Sit bones, kind of reach back, chest forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You may even experiment a little bit with turning the arch of your right foot a little bit towards the floor. Get a little bit more into the internal hip. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then keeping your right leg where it's at, just rebend the right knee. If you need to bring the right foot in at an angle towards the left knee a little bit, go ahead. And then just lean out into that right leg. So it's kind of like Anjaneyasana or Chandrasana, whatever you call it. Low lunge with the knee down, out at an angle. Again, more inner hip, inner thigh. Maybe you press your right arm into your leg a little bit, squeeze the leg into the arm. Deep breath in, pull right foot towards left knee. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower your knees, come all the way down for Sphinx. So elbows underneath shoulders, press into your forearms, draw your chest through, lift it up. And then lift your right leg off the floor without changing the weight in your hips. So keep the hips level, hamstring lifts, and then bend your right knee, flex the foot, lift the heel up toward the ceiling. You're going to feel your glute and your hamstring here. So again, building strength in the back of the hip. And then right leg down. Left leg lifts without rolling onto the left side or without rolling too much to the right. Just keep the hip points level with pressure. Lift the left hamstring. Bend the knee, flex the foot, lift the heel up toward the ceiling. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly release. Tuck your toes, forearm plank. Press into your forearms, draw your shoulder blades away from each other. Breath in. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx. Take a breath in, Sphinx. Exhale, back for locust. Arms reach back, palms face down. And then inhale, lift into locust. Take a breath in, lift the hamstrings. Exhale, back up to all fours. In your all fours position, extend your left leg back. Roll this left hip. This left hip wants to roll open. Spin it down so it's level with the right. Just lift your left hamstring straight up toward the ceiling. Point your foot, spread your toes. Take a breath in, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in, touch. Inhale, extend, lengthen, and lift the leg. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, lift the leg. Take a breath in. Tuck the right toes. Three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Again, roll this left hip open, or the left shoulder open. Allow it to lift a little, but equal weight into both hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, right knee down, hands come to the left knee. Hips over the right knee, press the right foot into the floor, pull it forward. Building strength and length across the hip flexors and quad. Left foot presses down and pulls back, getting strength in the back of the left thigh, left hip. Hip points lift up toward the ceiling, lower ribs drawing. Reach arms forward, reach arms up. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, this time, right arm over left or opposite of whatever you had. And then elbows in line with the shoulders, hands away from the face. To whatever degree possible, start to round your upper back, bringing your elbows in towards your ribs. Imagine you have a broomstick just right underneath your chest. And you're not going to move your lower back or your lower torso. Just round your upper back up and over that that broomstick or whatever you have underneath your chest. Pull your right foot forward, left foot back. Hug the belly in and up. Shoulder blades away from each other, upper back up toward the ceiling. And then slowly come back up. Now imagine that broomstick is just behind, just on your back, just below the shoulders, the shoulder blades. So keep the broomstick where it's at. Keep the lower torso in position to start to lift your elbows up toward the ceiling. And then take the bottom tips of your shoulder blades into your ribs to press your heart up toward the ceiling. Lower back stays in the same position. Elbows up, elbows back. One more breath in. And then exhale, come into Ardha Hanuman. But grab your two blocks. Again, work that left leg out at an angle. Hands to your blocks. Press into your left heel, pull it towards your right knee, chest forward. If you want more, again, walk the hands forward. Experimenting with just turning that left heel, the big toe, down towards the floor. Engage your left quad. Deep breath in, chest forward, chest up. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly just bend your left knee. Maybe you draw the heel in closer, walk the hands back a little, and then lean out into that left leg. Maybe left forearm presses the leg away, but you squeeze it in. Keep the big toe mound on the floor. So left big toe mound on the floor. Pull your left heel towards your right knee. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in here. And then on your exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. In your forearm plank, turn your right hand in slightly. Come to the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left foot. So you come into Vashisthasana, side plank on your forearm. Press into your hand and your foot, lift your hips up. And then press into your right forearm and imagine you're pulling your elbow towards your right foot. Lift the hips up, left arm toward the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, left forearm down. Left hand slightly in. Press into the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of your right foot. Lift the hips up. Hips forward, but lower ribs in. So hips towards the right, lower ribs towards the left. And then press firmly into your left forearm. Hug your elbow towards your feet. So you feel that left lat kick in to stabilize. And then right forearm down. Press into your forearm, shoulder blades away from each other. Breath in. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx. Take an inhale and Sphinx. Exhale, back for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. So a couple lunge salutations to set our rhythm of breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, pull the feet towards each other as you reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, left knee down. Inhale, pull the feet towards each other, draw your lower belly in. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Left side, inhale, reach up, stay with the rhythm. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, runner's lunge, step your left foot back. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, pull the feet towards each other. Exhale, just straighten out your right leg until you feel your hamstring. Inhale, rebend the right knee, lengthen forward. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Right hand down, left arm rolls open, side plank. Take a breath in, lift up. Exhale, left forearm down, right arm toward the ceiling. Side plank. Pull the left elbow towards the feet, breath in. Exhale, forearm plank. Press into your forearms, inhale. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx pose, breath in. Exhale, back for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Keep the feet hip width distance so we're working hamstrings and glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, runners. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, pull the feet towards each other. Exhale, straighten out your left leg until you feel your hamstring. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step or float back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, rock forward to plank. So come into plank, look at your right hand. Take your right hand 4 to 6 inches forward. Elbow crease wraps towards the thumb. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left foot. If you need to bring your right knee down, bring your right knee down. Lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Take a breath in. Gaze by your right thumb. Slowly, gently step the left foot forward. Either runner's lunge, fingertips to the floor, or a low crescent, hands to heart center. Take a breath in, chest forward. On your exhale, slowly, right leg lifts, sweeps out to the right like a dog on a fire hydrant, right? Go in the bathroom. Lift the right leg up. If you need to, bend the right knee. But press firmly into your left big toe. And then bend your right knee, cross the right ankle over the left knee, sit bones down and back. Hands together in prayer position. Sit bones down and back, chest forward, chest up. Right outer knee presses down, right shin presses into the left knee. Now without standing up too tall, right? The higher we stand, the easier it is to get the ankle off. Stay in your seat, just if you can. Get your right ankle off the left knee. Sweep the right leg out to the right, and then send the right leg back. Come into that low crescent or fingertips down. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down, not underneath the shoulder, a few inches forward. Turn all 10 toes to the left. Press into your left foot, lift your hips up high. Step back, side plank. Inhale, lift. We'll do that a few times on the breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, low crescent or runner's lunge, breath in. Exhale, fire hydrant pose, right leg out to the right, leg straight or knee bent. Exhale, one-legged chair, cross the right ankle over the left knee, sit low. Take a breath in. On your exhale, pick the ankle up without standing too tall. Exhale, sweep it back, take a breath in. Exhale, back to low crescent, inhale. Right hand down, exhale, turn all 10 toes to the left. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, step it back, side plank. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step it forward, low crescent or fingertips to the floor. Inhale, breath, heart forward. Exhale into that fire hydrant pose. Take a breath in, lift the leg. Exhale, one-legged chair. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, right ankle off, right leg out to the right, sweep it back, low crescent. Take a breath in. Right hand down, all 10 toes to the left. Press into your left foot, lift the hips up. Exhale, side plank. 2 more times. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, crescent. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fire hydrant pose. Take a breath in, lift the leg. Exhale, right ankle crosses over the left knee. Sit bones down and back. Inhale. Exhale, pick the ankle up without standing too tall. Send the right leg out to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly step it back, low crescent or fingertips down. Breath in. Right hand down. All 10 toes turn. Lift the left hip up. Step it back, side plank. If you need the knee down and side plank. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Low crescent. Take a breath in. Exhale, fire hydrant pose. Sweep the leg out to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, one-legged chair. Take a breath in. Right ankle up. Sweep the leg out. Inhale. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, right hand down, all 10 toes. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the floor, locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Shoulder blades pull down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we get to do it one more time on the other side. Modify or modify. If you need to bring the knee down and plank, bring the knee down and side plank. If you need to bend the knee in fire hydrant, bend the knee in fire hydrant. Inhale, slowly come forward to plank. Look at your left hand, shift it forward of your shoulder. Elbow crease wraps towards the thumb. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, inside edge of the right foot. Lift the hips up. Pull your left shoulder blade down your back. Reach your right arm toward the ceiling. And then inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, slowly step it forward. Fingertips to the floor or hands to heart center for a low crescent. Take a breath in. Exhale, come into that fire hydrant pose, left leg out to left. Keep the shoulders relatively parallel with each other and low. Chest forward. One-legged chair. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Sit bones down and back. Press the knee into the floor or towards the floor. And then without standing too tall, get the ankle off the knee. Left leg out to the left. Sweep it back. Low crescent or runner's lunge. Breath in. Left hand down. All 10 toes to the right. Press in and lift the right hip up. Exhale, side plank. Now we'll just kind of flow on the breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Low crescent. Take a breath in. Exhale, fire hydrant pose. Sweep it out, lift the leg. Exhale, one-legged chair. Inhale, sink low. If you need to come up a little bit higher, come up a little bit higher, but only go to the point that you can get the ankle off. Sweep the leg out to the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly step it back. Low crescent. Inhale. Left hand down, all 10 toes to the right. Press in, lift up. Step back, side plank. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward, low runners or crescent. Breath in. Exhale to your fire hydrant pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, one-legged chair. Sit bones down and back. Breath in. Ankle up, leg out. Inhale. Exhale, slowly step it back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left hand down. All 10 toes turn. Press and lift the hips. Breath in. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, lift into side plank and your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, step it forward. Just 2 more times. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fire hydrant pose. Breath in. Exhale, one-legged chair. Sit bones down and back. Inhale, lift the ankle. Exhale, sweep it out. Take a breath in. Exhale, send it back. Inhale in low crescent or runners. Exhale, left hand down, all 10 toes to the right. Lift the hips. Exhale, step it back, side plank. Inhale, lift the right leg last time. Exhale, step it forward, low crescent or runners, breath in. Exhale into fire hydrant, inhale. Exhale, one-legged chair. Inhale in your one-legged Utkatasana. Exhale, ankle up, send it out, inhale. Exhale, low crescent or runners. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left hand down, not underneath the shoulder, a little bit forward, turn all 10 toes. Press into your right foot, lift the hips. Step back, side plank. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, plank. Come into plank. Shift forward, lower all the way to the floor, locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, child's pose. Press it back. Press it back into child's pose. Just take a few rounds of breath here. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. Bend the back knee, lift the hip points up. Right, so we get more stretch across the hip flexors. Keep the knee bent. Reach the arms forward, arms up. Turn the palms facing forward, breath in. And then an imaginary pull-up. Draw your elbows slightly lower than your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. As you twist to the right, pull your right heel towards your left foot. So you feel your outer right hip kick in. Hands come together in prayer. Slowly with the length in the spine, connect elbow to knee. Press the elbow into knee, knee into elbow. Chest forward, chest up. Stay or open your arms. But continue to pull feet towards each other. If you need to bring your back knee down, bring your back knee down. Feet pull towards each other so the legs are active. Chest forward, chest up. And then belly button toward the ceiling. Don't try and twist the low back. Don't try and just jam the elbow into the knee. Have the belly draw in and rotate the belly button toward the ceiling. One more breath in. Start to gaze a little bit forward. On your exhale, press into your right foot. Left knee into your chest. Stand tall. Take a breath in. Arms up. On your exhale, left hand back, right arm forward. Staying upright, not leaning back, stay upright. Just start to engage your left quad, lift the toes up toward the ceiling. So straighten the leg and just continue to lift the toes. So hip flexors now are working. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, revolve to half moon. Left hand to a block, right arm toward the ceiling. So outer right hip pulls back. So you get that outer right hip stretch. And then lift your left hamstring up toward the ceiling so you stretch the front of your left thigh. Chest forward, chest up. Twist open. Squeeze inner thighs in towards each other. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, Malasana squat, heels in, toes out. If you're feeling pinching to the front of your thigh, just lift your hips up a little bit or change the angle of the feet. Maybe you turn the toes a little bit more towards each other or a little bit wider, right? But you don't want any pinching towards the inside of the hip, which means you may have to sit on to block. Elbows into knees, knees into elbows, chest up. And then left arm out to the left, right arm out to the right. Keep equal weight into both feet. Press the left elbow or left tricep into the knee, squeeze the knee into the elbow, roll the right shoulder open. And then hands come back together in prayer. Right arm out to the right, right and down. Left arm rolls open. The tendency is to shift weight into that right leg. Keep equal weight into both legs. Chest forward. Pull your left shoulder blade toward your spine. One more breath in. Hands come back together in prayer. Inhale, breath. Exhale, plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge, slight bend to the right knee today. Hip points lift. So feel the stretch across your right thigh. Arms forward, arms up. Turn the palms forward. And imagine you're grabbing onto a pull-up bar. Take a breath in, and against imaginary resistance, draw your elbows slightly lower in your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. As you twist, pull this left heel back towards your right foot. So you feel this outer hip engage. Hands come to heart center with the length. Slowly connect the elbow to the knee. Press the elbow into the knee into elbow, chest forward, chest up. If it doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. Lift your right hamstring up. Again, if you need to bring that right knee down, bring that right knee down. But pull your belly in. From your belly, try to rotate belly button up toward the ceiling without just jamming the right knee or the right elbow into the knee. Pull the feet towards each other. Stay or open your arms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Gaze in front of your left foot. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Stand tall, one-legged Tadasana. Knee bent. Arms reach forward, arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. And then using your right quad, extend the leg forward. Try to lift the toes up toward the ceiling. Find your balance. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other. Take one more breath in. Exhale, revolve to half moon. Right hand down, left arm high. So left outer hip draws back. Right hamstring lifts up toward the ceiling. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Maybe you're able to twist a little bit deeper. Lift the leg up. One more inhale. Exhale, Malasana squat, heels in, toes out. So sink the heels in, toes out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay here, or left arm out to the left, right arm up toward the ceiling. Turn your left thumb towards the floor, wrap the elbow around the knee, the shin. Right thumb turns down, bend the elbow. Maybe you're able to catch fingers behind your back. Maybe you're grabbing a towel, maybe your shirt. But chest forward, chest up, roll the right shoulder open, and shift a little bit of weight back into that right foot so it's equal. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly release. Open the arms wide. And switch. Hands to heart center to start. Breath in. Right arm out. Left arm up. Turn the right thumb down towards the floor. Bend the elbow. Wrap it around the leg. Left thumb turns down. Bend the elbow. Maybe you're able to find fingertips, shirt, towel, or just reaching for the hand. But lift your chest. Shift the weight a little bit back into that left foot. Roll the left shoulder open. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly release. Step back, downward facing dog. Come into downward facing dog. Right leg up and back. Draw the right knee into the chest. Bend your left knee and cross your right ankle over your left knee like you're coming into a one-legged chair in downward facing dog. Walk your hands back just a few inches and then lengthen your sit bones back as you press into your hands. Right? You can stay here or just continue walking yourself back to one-legged chair with the fingertips to the floor or to blocks. And then connect right ankle to left tricep and hook the toes around the left tricep. Right knee into right tricep. Get them as close to the armpit as possible. And then press the shin into the arms. And instead of going straight down with the hands, just start to walk the hands a little bit forward like you're coming back into down dog, but keep the shin attached. Press the shin into the legs. Pull the shin back to the right so those toes hook a little bit more. And then lean forward, pick up one foot. Maybe you extend it back. But to get that foot connected or that shin to connect and not slip off, you need right shin into elbows, into triceps, and then pull the foot back, right? Galavasana, arm balance. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you're comfortable in that arm balance, right, and you want to take it a little bit further, what you'll do is you'll take it into crow. So I lean forward. As I lean and get the foot lifted, instead of sending the leg back, I'm going to bring my left knee above my right foot and then slide my right foot off, and I'm into Bakasana Crow. So I got to get the knee above the foot, so it's got to go up here, right? Knee up. And then when you're ready, knees down, forehead down, embryo pose, reach the arms back, palms face up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then we'll take it on the other side, right? So set up for your downward facing dog. Left leg up and back. Draw the knee into the chest. Flex the foot. Bend your right knee, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Walk your hands back a few inches. Just lengthen the sit bones up and back, but keep the right knee bent pretty good. Stay here or walk the hands back. Again, maybe fingertips to floor, maybe to blocks. Pressing the left knee down. Maybe you're taking the arm balance. So with this, you'll connect left ankle to right arm and hook the toes around the outside of the right arm. Left knee into left armpit, left tricep.
Instead of going straight down, just walk the hands forward like you would into downward facing dog or going back there. But keep the shin connected. Press the shin down, hook it back. Stay here, or maybe extend the leg back. But to extend the leg back, more you push shin into triceps, gets a little bit lighter through the hips, which gets the hips up, allows you to send that leg back, right? And same option, you can take that into crow if you want, and I'll show it on this side as well, right? So instead of sending the leg back, once I disconnect right knee, I bring it above the left foot, slide the left foot off, right? Deep breath in. If you're slippery, take a towel around the triceps, or wipe it off, or just towel around the right tricep. But find embryo pose when you're done. So knees together, feet together, forehead down, arms reach back, palms face up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. If you want to play with that arm balance a little bit more, just hit pause, right? And when you're ready to join us again, just come back to it. But deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Lean onto your left hip, extend your legs forward, slowly come all the way down onto your back. So come down all the way onto your back. Set up for bridge. So feet about hip width distance, preferably a little bit wider. Slight turn in of the heels. Take a breath in. Press into your feet, lift up. If you're pressing up and you're lifting, you feel pretty good, and you know you have a wheel in your practice and you want to take wheel, set the hands above your shoulders. Elbows wrap in, and then press into your hands, lift up. All right, we haven't done a lot of prep for wheel in terms of the shoulders, so you may not be feeling ready for it. You can stay right in bridge. We'll just be here for a few moments. Right, armpits wrap towards each other, so you feel your shoulder blades pull away from each other, and then press into your hands. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then tuck your chin, slowly come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touch, knees wide. Soles of the feet touch, knees wide. Rest your hands wherever they want to be. Hands to ribs, one hand heart, one hand to belly. Grab opposite elbows over your head. Whatever works. And then set the soles of your feet to the mat, so knees up toward the ceiling. Take your feet mat width distance and draw your knees in towards each other. Just take a moment here and just notice, is this enough for you? If this is enough for you, stay right here. Right? If you're feeling enough stretch or openness into the hips. Otherwise, walk your feet back in for bridge. Take your left foot, walk it as far off your mat as possible to the left. Keep the knee kind of relatively in line with the right foot, or the left foot relatively in line with the right. So you kind of keep bridge parallel feet. You're just left leg's way out to the left. And then roll to the inside edge of your left foot, lift the outside edge. So you're pressing the inner knee down towards the floor. Try keeping the back of your left hip to the floor. So that mat width distance, knees in together, targets the same muscles we're getting here on the one leg. We're just isolating it and making it a little bit more intense. If you feel discomfort on your knee, walk your foot back in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly, stay with the knees together if your knees are together. Otherwise, walk the left foot in, set back up for bridge, walk the right foot off as far to the right as possible, and then roll inside edge down, outside edge up. So inner knee towards the floor. Now we're getting into our internal rotators of the hip. All right. And we're getting into a big one we're getting into is the TFL, which is the top inside of your IT band, where it blends into the IT band. So for a lot of us, this is tight, and you should be feeling something. If you're not feeling a whole lot, just play with the angle of your foot. Maybe you walk it out a little bit further. Maybe you bring it in, only to the point where you're not feeling discomfort to your knee. And then walk your right foot back in. Extend your legs long, extend your arms long. Shavasana. Just a few moments in Shavasana. It's a short practice today, so Not a very long Shavasana, but just enjoy it. Find some stillness, find some quietness, some time for yourself. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers, into your toes. Stay here, reach your arms over your head for a rack stretch, stretch the body out one more time. And then choosing to stay on your back, maybe you want to draw your knees into your chest or roll towards your favorite side. With as little effort as possible, please make your way to a comfortable seat towards the front, eyes closed. Bring your hands together in prayer position, heart center. Slide your thumbs towards your forehead, towards your third eye. Take a final deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice. I hope your hips are feeling open. I hope your hips are feeling strong. Just a lot of those motions where we can add a little bit of strength into our stretch creates a healthier, stronger range of motion in our hip joint. Okay? Look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.